So 89th Street was awesome. I grew up, I learned, I survived, and I learned survival because I was going to need it. Because the subsequent years, I didn't know how blessed I was to have gotten dropped off until I got picked up. So after grandmama died, you know, now I've got to go and live with my mother, my parent, full time. Eventually, everybody moved out of the house on 89th Street. Everybody went to different places, back to their own stories. And I went into mine. So initially, we go back to the big creepy house, and we're there for some time. Then we move. One, because that same older pastor lady had had enough with dealing with folks on drugs, off of drugs. It was a lot. And I think, there was a point when my mother and I were sleeping in her car for a couple of days because I think the lady had said, you know what, I'm done with all of this. You need to go find yourself somewhere to live. So we did, eventually. And it was only, I don't know, 58 to 52nd, so 6 blocks. 6 blocks away, give or take. I mean, but these are LA blocks, so they're massive. To 52nd. So, just to catch you up, you may have heard in the previous video how when the police came, it was me and my mother in the bed together. Understand, I wouldn't have a bed on my own until I made it to junior high school. And the only reason I had that bed was because I chose to sleep under the stairs. But we haven't gotten that far. So we moved to 52nd Street, and again, we have this little house, and this one is actually a house, but it's a weird design. I see it more here in New Orleans than I do in California, where you have a big house, and you have two big houses, and then three little houses behind it. It's fantastic, terribly cute. And we had the last one at the back. So the big house and the three little houses. We had the last one at the back. One bedroom, one tiny little bedroom, which I shared with my mother. And again, preoccupation, know-it-all kid. Not sickly anymore now, but definitely still know-it-all. And an imposition. And sharing a bed with you. How do you think about that? How does that work out for you? It doesn't. It was where I learned to shut down. When people start screaming and yelling, and you just shut up and look. Say, okay, it's a superpower. It's not. But it worked. Plenty of uncomfortable things happened in that time period. Because I was coming of age, I was a teenager, and I was an idiot, as many of us were. And my guardian was preoccupied. I will get deeper into those stories But no, there was a time of great growth and sadness during the time of 52nd Street.